What?
You ready for Disney?
Yeah.
Say Disney 2021.
Disney 2020 eyeball.
Perfect.
All right, summer trip,
Part 2.
part 2. We had our park days with just our family. It was really special. But no matter how hard I try, I will never be as cool to my kids as their cousins.
I got to go to this house with their cousins where we could all have some space, and the rooms were like very cute.
Is that cool, Cannon?
My older sister and their family had not been to Disney before. We were excited to get there and kind of show them around and like help them just embrace the like magical excitement that you get from Disney World when you go. But yeah, they could ride rides together, and that was cute to see who wanted to ride with who and what rides and when. And
Hop in the car. Ready for Disney?
You touch my Remy? Yes, you can touch my Remy. Here, go ahead. Say hi, Remy. You want to pet him?
it was really cool. It went really well. There were still some storms, but once that cleared up a little bit, then the rides opened, back up, and we could go catch some cavalcade.
So a
and,
cavalcade is like
oh,
a mini
yeah.
parade.
So instead of like,
I didn't know this.
it's just like one float at a time instead of a parade with a bunch of floats. So we followed like the cavalcade path of where they usually come through, and then just had like some fun snacks. So we dodged some storms there, and then that night we ate at Cinderella's castle, which was really cool. We had like 20 minutes until we had to be there. So we ran as fast as we could over to Barnstormer.
So to paint the picture,
Oh boy.
so it's raining, but we knew we had 20 minutes. She had made the comment that we were gonna make some more rides. Her dad ended up saying like, oh, well, good luck with that. Like basically like, oh, you're not gonna do that. Like there's no way you'll be able to ride a ride and get back here in time. And that was the wrong thing for him to say, because then she was like, yeah, so we're gonna do that. And we did. We rode the Barnstormer 4 times. And we were back in 20 minutes. So
It was
hot, we were
pouring
wonderful.
down rain on the ride, which was fun, but the boys were having a blast.
One of
and
my
we did.
favorite parts of the whole trip right here, actually. That was like seriously my favorite stretch of the trip. And I didn't bring an extra camera battery.
Oh,
I missed like Cinderella's castle.
what's the
We got
word?
some stuff on our phones, which was great, but like I just really was bummed out about that because it was a really cool experience, and it was thanks
really
to her mom and dad did that for all the families, and that was like a super cool experience.
Like-
That was like that was my favorite, probably my favorite part of the whole trip. It's literally we're there in Disney World walking down Main Street alone, and it's like the castle's lit up and everything, and our kids are like, they're playing with their cousins and they're looking up at the castle, like Wesley looks up at the castle, literally in awe. And it was just so cool, and I didn't have power in my camera. Yeah, the next day with everybody, we went to a place called Beaches and Cream, which I had never heard of.
Was it the Beach Club Resort? We
Mhm.
went and had just like really huge
Oh,
ice
that's
cream
right.
sundaes.
Yes. So this ice cream was just epic.
they were excited.
Yeah.
So that was kind of fun. We got to
Yeah.
check out that resort and then go back for naps because it was obviously the day before was so big they were exhausted. But
So then the next day, we went to
Yeah,
Hollywood
Hollywood
Studios, which
Studios.
we're really excited about because our boys are really into Toy Story.
Mhm.
They really
And
like
Cars.
Toy Story, and they really like Cars. And so that was really cool for them. We made sure that we got on Star Wars ride, which I guess is a
It's
big
a
deal.
huge process. So you had we'd read all about, Stacey had read a lot about it.
Yeah.
So when we did that, then we could do rider swap too, which meant that whoever stayed with the babies, then they could go again with the other kids.
Yeah, so that was the
So-
coolest part.
Right when we got there, we did Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railroad. Yeah, so beforehand we had to wear a mask in line, on the ride, and inside.
Mhm.
But then it was huge that this is the first day since they've reopened, for over a year and a
Mhm.
few months. It was the first day that you didn't have to wear a mask. That was funny. We did Frozen sing-along, halfway through one of the songs.
Oh,
Let
yeah.
It Go.
Yeah.
They, the sound went out, but it kind of looked like they just wanted everyone to sing a cappella. And so they started to go a cappella for 2 or 3 lines. And by the 3rd line, I definitely realized that was not supposed to be happening. But the audience kept singing. I thought it was so funny. I was laughing so hard I was crying at that point.
It
Oh,
was
we had our
30.
anniversary.
Yeah, we had our name.
Our anniversary was, we wore our ears. We wore our Mickey and Minnie ears. Wore
All
them.
day. That was my
At
gift.
Hollywood Studios. That was Daniel's gift to me. Wesley did the Tower of Terror with me. That was so fun.
Yeah, here's my beef with Wesley. The things that he finds scary.
He was terrified of Prince Hans.
He was
Genuinely anxious.
legitimately about to cry.
Yeah.
When we were doing the Frozen sing-along. That was the scariest ride because he thinks Prince Hans is scary. But then I asked him about the Tower of Terror and I was like, so was it scary? He's like, no, it wasn't scary. He's so brave.
I felt like I might be the worst parent in the world. Chris and Mila and Wesley and I rode that. And as we're going through, I'm getting a little anxious, ooh, here we go, this is about to happen. And no, he was fine.
Anyway, so after we had done these really fun park days, you're just kind of exhausted. So it was really fun to be able to go back and the kids could play with their cousins.
Anyway, so then the next day, that Sunday was Father's Day. And so we loaded up and went over and spent some time with family at the beach.
You go to the beach?
Yeah.
Yeah. You so excited? It is 6:28. Three hours there, 3 hours back.
3 hours.
Kids are doing great.
Probably halfway through the beach day, Daniel threw out his back. So
Like
he's
an
definitely
old
30.
man. Oh my goodness, we're so old.
So Chris had to help him
I
lay
couldn't
down.
move.
He
It was
couldn't move.
excruciating.
And I couldn't
just
tell
could not
how
move
bad
at
it
all.
was.
But yeah, so we're old. Then we got back and the next day we went to Legoland. Legoland was great. Yeah, our kids really liked it.
They didn't know we were going to Legoland until like the day before.
Yeah, we kind of kept it a surprise. And so that was fun. It was fun for them to see like the characters that they had just seen on the movie. But yeah, Legoland was a lot of fun. And it wasn't like super, like it wasn't really stressful because we knew it was the last day of our vacation and that we were coming home, and it was kind of, we did whatever our kids wanted to do and we didn't really have an agenda, and that's my favorite part. I get kind of emotional whenever we are like going home, and like when we get home from vacation, I'm like overwhelmed with just like gratitude. And that's one of the reasons that we make these. It's just like we want to look back and we want to remember these forever. And like whenever we get back from vacation, I seriously get like super kind of weird and like introspective, and like Bethany's like unpacking and everything, and I'm over there just like looking out the window, and I'm like, wow, our kids are so big.
We've never had a vacation quite as long as what this was. We probably won't
Probably
ever
won't
have
ever
that
again. No.
But it was really fun. I felt
Yeah.
like we tried to like soak in every
Yeah.
element.
I don't know what's next as far as these videos. I'm sure we'll do
We
something.
haven't planned past.
Anyway, see ya.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Big Wes, where are we going?
To the Magic Kingdom.
Where are we going?
To the Magic Kingdom.
You excited?
Yes.
What are we going to ride first?
I want to ride the Seven Doors Mine Train.
The what?
The Seven Doors Mine Train.
All right, let's see. You excited, Simon?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. You excited, Mama?